Hi guys, it's Lexi. I hope you're all doing well. I have a haul to share with you from Britta's Creepy Treasures today. This is actually going to be 2 hauls combined into one. I am very late to the game posting these hauls. Like I mentioned, 2 different hauls in one. The first one is her single fragrance oils in her little snap bars. She did a ready to ship sale and I placed an order. She had a ton of different single fragrance oils available. I'm not sure if they're still listed on the website. If they are, I would definitely suggest grabbing these. These are an amazing way to try out some of her single fragrance oils on their own to see if you would like them in different blends that she has available. So I thought that that was amazing. And you can kind of like make your own custom scents with, you know, different things. So it's kind of a way to do like your own customs, which is really cool and fun. So I went ahead and placed an order for those. And then because it was ready to ship and I knew that I had placed a pre-order prior to that I knew was coming soon, I held off on filming this ready to ship sale to wait until my pre-order came. And then once my pre-order did come, I ended up getting sick. So I've had like this lingering cold for a while and it just is like, I don't know. My sense of smell was gone only a couple days. So I probably could have filmed this before my sense of smell kind of like went off for a couple days. But my throat was just so sore that like talking on camera was not gonna happen. Somebody asked me, they're like, how does your throat feel? And I was like, I thought it was strep for sure. But I was like, it feels like I'm swallowing razor blades. Like it was so bad. So really happy that's gone. And like I said, my sense of smell is pretty much back. So I'm like, you know what, today's the day. I'm the last person in the world to film this. So I just want to film it and get it up for you guys. But I'm really excited because I did go ahead and smell everything. And I love it all. So let me start with the 2 pens that I received from Britta's. As I always do in my vendor wax hauls, I'll leave the information of how to shop, the Facebook group page and everything like that down below in my description. And as always with Britta's Creepy Treasures, if you guys are not familiar, she sends the best pens ever. I love these. I got a blue one and an orange one. I'm sorry, green, blue and orange. And it's got her Britta's Creepy Treasures and the website on it, so that's really cool. And these pens write like a dream. They're great pens. So she sent 2 of those, 1 in each order that I placed, and then I also received 2 samples, so 1 in each order as well. And funny, they're both green. The first one that I placed was like I said, it was all the single fragrance oil snap bars, and she sent this one, which is also a single fragrance oil in the scent Sugared Spruce. And this is so cute. It's like little tombstones. I love her little creepy shapes. I think they're cute. And this is really nice. This to me, it definitely smells like a tree. It's a spruce tree, so like a green needly tree, but it also almost leans a little masculine to me. So it's very interesting. Yeah, it's like a sweet green tree, like piney, like definitely spruce. So like the needles of a tree, but then you get like a bit of like this masculine kind of undertone, where it almost smells like a man who's been like chopping wood outside. Like it almost smells like that, like a man. So that is Sugared Spruce. So really excited to have a sample of that, and also a sample that surprisingly enough, I didn't order for a single snap bar. This was in the order I placed that was all her souffle cups. And she just did, I think it was a pre-order of a lot of things that kind of sold out on the ready to ship before that. So I want to say it was like a Pretty Little Liars restock that she had. Then it was like a ready to ship sale, and a lot of those scents sold out. So she decided to do a pre-order with a lot of those scents available, but there was just a single pour of either a loaf or a souffle cup. So I placed an order, of course. But anyway, this one is a sample that she sent, which is the same. This is a snap bar of what I bought for the ready to ships. So this is like a really hefty, very generous sample and very appreciated. And it's not something that I even picked up in a single fragrance oil. So I was like very excited for that because it gives me another opportunity to do some more custom blending. And this is apple cider donut. And apple cider donuts is definitely a fragrance oil I have seen in the vendor wax world before. I'm pretty familiar with it, but it's a really good one. It's not, to me, it's not like a Macintosh apple. It's more of like a Red Delicious type apple scent. And you do get a hint of like a bakery kind of note. But if you didn't tell me it was a donut, I might not think donut immediately. It's almost like a Macintosh apple like crumble or something. So that's the vibe that I get from this. That is apple cider donut. And now I will jump into all of the single fragrance oil scents. So don't want to make a mess. I did pick up a ton. So I don't even know. I didn't even count. But let me kind of start with, I guess we'll go gray to purple, I guess. I kind of line these up in like a rainbow colored shape, which is kind of fun. Now it's a little bit destroyed, but I kind of line them all up by color. And I guess we'll start with birch and black pepper. So I think I wasn't aware of this before, but I believe that birch and black pepper is possibly a cologne dupe. Maybe it's Tom Ford. If anybody's more familiar, drop it in the comments below so I know, but this scent is amazing. Yeah, I like love this. If this is a cologne dupe, I might have to seek this out for Tom. Because this, I mean, it definitely is, to me, maybe it's not a cologne dupe. I think it is, but it definitely leans that way. And it's very, to me, it says black pepper. So I was like, in my head, I was thinking like black pepper, like something that you would smell like in the kitchen, like a, pepper. And it doesn't smell like that to me. And I wouldn't even say it really smells like a birch tree that much. It just, well, maybe a little bit. I guess I kind of could get it, but don't be scared of it if you were kind of like me. That's the reason why I picked this up, because I was like, black pepper, that sounds strange. Let me grab it and see what I think. I love this. This is honestly one of the favorites out of this whole order for me. It's fresh, it's clean, it's like a little woodsy, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just really masculine and good. So that one is awesome. I also picked up roasted pine cones. This is a single fragrance oil, once again, that I'm pretty familiar with, but I wanted to try Britta's single fragrance oil version of it, and it's amazing. It's so good. This roasted pine cone fragrance oil smells kind of like a creamier version than some of the other ones that I've smelled, if anything. But that could just be like Britta's wax. Like I've mentioned before, sometimes different wax vendors have like an undertone to their wax, like whatever wax that they use, the base. Sometimes I can like tell what vendor it is based on like the undertone of it. And I feel like she's got a good one. I don't know, something about her wax, any scent. I just feel like I always can be like, ooh, that smells like Britta's. And it's like, there's a good, I don't know, there's something good about it. But yeah, this is like really delicious. Definitely a creamy, almost like a vanilla type of pine cone. I think there is vanilla sandalwood within the roasted pine cone fragrance oil, but so good. So creamy and delicious and like woodsy without being like a tree. It's so good. I also picked up Library. This is a really popular one from her. And because of that hype, I was like, let me try it in the single fragrance oil. And this one is good. To me, it is something that I also feel like could be slightly like cologne leaning. Like, I feel like I could picture this being a cologne, but you do smell, and maybe I think there's a leather note within her Library oil, and it might be the leather to me that is reading kind of like cologne, because sometimes cologne scents have like leather within it. And I definitely smell leather, and it definitely smells, it does smell like a library, but like, not like a town library or something. It smells like an old antique library somewhere. So I get the hype. It does smell very nice. I feel like that one is going to be something that I'm interested in blending with, like, I don't know, something sweeter, like something maybe like, I kind of wish I grabbed her pink sugar because if it's available, I might eventually go back in and get it. But I feel like her pink sugar is really nice because I love it in Hannah Crana. And I feel like that library with pink sugar would be really, really good. She might have that in a blend. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, another one that's really popular is her patchouli. So I was like, let me grab that in a single fragrance oil. And it is a really good patchouli. Yeah, it's sweeter than most. It doesn't have the kind of sharpness that a lot of patchoulis out there do, or maybe not sharpness, but if you've ever smelled like a patchouli, like, what is it called? Essential oil. Those tend to be definitely sharper, and this scent definitely is like a more toned down, I don't want to say like water. It's almost like if you took like an essential oil, patchouli essential oil, and you like watered it down, not in a bad way, but just like it's a more subdued, probably, like, if I had to guess, like friendly for everybody type of patchouli scent, which is why her patchouli always seems to be like a crowd favorite, because I feel like it's not so like boom in your face, which is great. This one here is Petrichor, and this one is the strongest. Oh my God, this it is so strong, you guys. I can smell this out of, like, picking up this whole basket. I feel like I keep smelling this. And Petrichor, I think the name is supposed to be the way that, like, the meaning of the name Petrichor is like the way the earth smells after the rain or something like that. I could be butchering that. But this literally smells like rain and dirt. It's definitely also a little, I don't know how to describe this. There's like a sharpness to it. Oh man, it is so strong. There is a sharpness to it. And to me, it's almost like the way, like, it's kind of like a combination of like the way cement smells, like when water is like evaporating off of it, like kind of that scent also. And like kind of, this is super random, but it kind of reminds me of like the smell of like fresh change. Like shiny pennies. I don't know. I could be crazy. Maybe that's just me. It probably is. But there is like the sharpness to the scent. To me, it's not like it's not floral at all either. And I feel like I kind of expected it to be more like floral aquatic. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's different. It's totally different than what I expected. But that is why these single fragrance oils are perfect for trying, because I wouldn't have known. I would have gotten that in a blend and been like, that was not expected. But I just feel like I don't know what I could blend that with. That one is going to be tricky. I feel like, if anything, I would blend that with a floral because it smells like a realistic, like outside after rain kind of a scent. But like, what else do you smell when it rains outside? You know, flowers probably, right? I don't know. Anyway, rambling. This is Spiced Pumpkin Latte. I love that the colors kind of go with the names. And this one is delicious. It's a very creamy pumpkin spice coffee scent. So exactly what it is. Really happy to try that one. This one is peanut butter cookies, and yum. This one is so good. Very, 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 very authentic peanut butter cookie. Yeah, it smells like straight up like the peanut butter cookies, fresh out of the oven. A little crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside. You have like, there's like that little like checkered print. You guys can picture it, right? I feel like this, I just thought of this now, but this blended with cupcakes at Tiffany's. I don't even know if she had cupcakes at Tiffany's available, but that sounds like that would be amazing together. Like a kind of like a chocolatey peanut butter scent. Yum, love it. She might even have that already in a blend, but I love it. Winter Nights. This one is possibly a new one. I feel like I love this. I love this. This kind of reminds me of Winter from Bath and Body Works. And it also kind of reminds me of, there was a scent back from Bath and Body Works called Yuletide. And I kind of want to go get Yuletide and bust it out and smell this next to it. Because Yuletide is a scent from Bath and Body Works that they only like brought out like 1 year, I think. And it was a candle, and it reminds me of my grandpa. Because it kind of smells like a sweet, kind of like almost like an aftershave scent, but not like the barbershop oil that I don't really love. This one smells like my grandpa's aftershave and trees, like being outside in the winter. So this kind of reminds me of my grandpa. This is Winter Nights. I love that. That's another standout favorite from this whole order. This one here is Banana Walnut Cake. This one smells like exactly like what you would imagine. I would say the banana is stronger than like the bakery notes in this, and the banana does lean slightly like a Runts candy or like a Laffy Taffy type of banana. But I feel like when you combine it with other bakery notes, which I definitely know Britta has done before in different blends, I feel like that one would be delicious. And honestly, I'm such a fan of banana scents in any form at all. Like, give me candied banana, give me bakery banana, give me any like real banana, anything. I love banana, so that one I love. This one is Sour Patch Kids. This is another really strong one. I feel like I can smell this outside of the bag, and yeah, it is very realistic. I mean, I did not know it was possible to make a scent that smells this sour in like just scent form, but it literally like makes my mouth like pucker. It smells like specifically the more lemony, yeah, kind of the more lemony Sour Patch Kids. The yellow, it's a yellow Sour Patch Kid, but that one is yummy. I have Palo Santo, and Palo Santo, once again, it's kind of like I was going to say kind of like her patchouli. There is like this extra creamy undertone. Also, maybe not patchouli. I guess kind of like her roasted pine cone oil. Yeah, kind of like her patchouli too, I guess. They're a more creamy version of what you sometimes typically find out there in the vendor wax world. It just is creamy. It's a really sweet, good, creamy Palo, and it's such a favorite. So love that. I wanted to grab that to blend for things. Rustic Lodge, yum. Standout favorite. This reminds me of Cider Lane from Bath and Body Works. Very similar to Cider Lane from Bath and Body Works. It's delicious. It's like a creamy caramel apple bakery note. Delicious. Rustic Lodge. Yeah, amazing. If you like Cider Lane and you see Rustic Lodge in any blends, that's what it smells like to me. I'm not sure if it is a dupe or not, but I love it. Mountain Mist. I believe that this is a new single fragrance oil from her. And this one is so hard to describe. To me, it smells like there is like a lime undertone, but then also like a greenery. It's like also like this cleanliness. Like, this is so odd. It almost smells like Irish. What is that Irish soap? Something Irish. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like that soap, but make it less soapy, and then you add like a juicy lime scent to it. So it is like slightly clean and green smelling, but there is like this zesty, juicy lime. No, I really like Mountain Mist. So Mountain Mist is a good one as well. Moonflower. This I think is somewhat new to her as well, and I have tried this scent, Moonflower, in blends before. And this one is so interesting to me. This one kind of reminds me of like menthol, like a menthol cigarettes, right? I don't know. I used to work at a gas station, so this is what this reminds me of. Yeah, there is like this menthol-y No, or also kind of reminds me of candy cigarettes. There is like this kind of like powdery, kind of sweet powdery quality, but yeah, it's like so interesting to me. It's a very interesting scent. If you guys like candy cigarettes, or I guess like a mentholy, minty mentholy scent, that's what that reminds me of. It's good. I like it. I really like it. This one is Hipster. It doesn't smell like cigarettes, just like menthol, which I guess doesn't have to be cigarettes, but in my brain, it reminded me of going, like, working back at that gas station. Hipster. Hipster is a, once again, oil that I have seen before in the vendor wax world, and I love. Yeah, it's good. Hipster, there's definitely bergamot in here because that's like the first thing I smell. It does lean cologne-ish to me, but a very sweet, fresh one, where if I was comparing Hipster to like the birch and black pepper scent, which is the other one that I said kind of red cologne leaning to me, this one would be a much more like youthful cologne, like something that I could see like a guy who is like younger to like mid-20s wearing, and then you hit mid-20s and you shift over to wearing the birch and black pepper. That one's a little bit more mature, but not like overly mature, but just like a little bit more mature. But this one is really nice. And honestly, I feel like I really enjoy anytime Britta blends Hipster into things. I always tend to really enjoy it. So I wanted to try it on its own, and I really like it. There's a coffee note in Hipster, I believe, or like espresso. I don't smell any espresso in it, but I think there is a note within that, which is so odd. But anyway, Danish butter cookies, another one that I've had in her blends before and I've loved. So wanted to try it on its own. And it smells exactly like the Danish butter cookies that come in that blue tin that your mom or grandma always like takes all the cookies out and puts sewing needles in and stuff, sewing equipment. Smells like those, like sweet, delicious, soft, Danish, sometimes hard, Danish butter cookies. Black Amber and Lavender is the next one. This one is something I just wanted to try out in a very small size because I don't know. I've been like tiptoeing into lavender. I recently had another lavender blend that I like really enjoyed, and I just need to just dabble a little bit more. So I figured I enjoy amber scents. So I was like, if this is a lavender with amber, I might enjoy it. So testing this out, and I don't think I love it in this blend. And I think, I don't know why, but I think this scent, I keep smelling it. It's interesting because this specific scent kind of smells like black licorice to me. It says black amber, but it kind of reads like a black licorice scent to me. So if you guys love black licorice, then I feel like you'd love this scent. And honestly, I feel like this, I could see being like blended with something, I don't know, like pumpkin maybe for like Halloween, like the Halloween season, like maybe like I wouldn't say pumpkin spice latte, but like maybe the Cider Lane scent, was it Rustic Lodge, right? I could see it maybe with that. Let's see. I'm gonna smell. I was trying to be kind of quick about this video, but to me, I'm like, I could see it being like something that maybe would work together. Yeah, it kind of smells like a spooky Halloween night. I could see this being a good blend. Or possibly the Winter Night scent, maybe. Let me try the Winter Nights with this to see if that would work. I think I prefer it more with the Rustic Lodge one. I think it needs like a sweetness, maybe, just to my nose. I think it requires something sweeter. But yeah, if you like a black licorice scent, then Black Amber and Lavender really smells like black licorice to me. I'm not a huge black licorice fan, but I could see where some people would really enjoy it for that reason. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on dabbling with lavender. If anybody has a favorite lavender blend from Britta, please let me know, because I'm really trying to dabble a little bit more. I gotta see, because I have found a few that I've been like, surprisingly enjoying, you know, so we'll give it a shot. Anyway, next one I have is Blueberry Cake Pops, and this one I believe is a new fragrance oil from her. And this one, the first time I smelled it, it was not too strong, but this has obviously just been sitting here and curing, and this has gotten a lot better. This is really good now. Ooh, it's like yummy. I mean, it smells like a blueberry muffin. And I've had kind of a weird experience with a lot of cake pop oil scents, but this one is specifically a blueberry cake pop single fragrance oil. And I love that. Ooh, that's good. It kind of reminds me of a blueberry donut hole, like from Dunkin' Donuts or whatever. I love that. That's good, actually. So, yum. I'm very happy with that. This is Rain and Angelica, which reminds me of Rugrats. Angelica. We got to have a Sunshine and Tommy Pickle scent now, right? And this one is really pretty. Really, really pretty. It's definitely a floral. Definitely like a bright, sweet floral. Tiptoeing on like maybe a slightly powdery floral, but not enough where it would like give me a headache, because I think that Rain kind of like tones down like sometimes the sharpness or powderiness of a floral. This is so pretty. Oh, I love this. I feel like, what would I like to blend Rain and Angelica with? I don't know. Something like probably fruity, right? I love a fruity floral scent. I'm basic, but I like it. I don't know. That's really, really good. So Rain and Angelica, and I love that purple colored wax. All of her wax is so like beautiful. Like the colors are so vibrant to me. They're so pretty. Anyway, last fragrance oil that I got for the ready to ship is November Rain. And I've had this single fragrance oil, I believe, from different vendors, but like in, what is it called? The sticks that you light, incense. I've had this in an incense, and I loved it so much in the incense that when I saw Britta had it in a single fragrance oil, I was like, holy moly, yeah, sign me up. And it is that. It is so totally different than Rain and Angelica, which this has rain in it, but it's November Rain. This one smells to me like, definitely reminds me of like a fresh, it's definitely a fresh, clean scent, but there is I don't want to say woodsy, because it's not woodsy, but like maybe like a leafy, but not like green leaf or anything, or like tree or anything. There is like an outdoorsy scent to this, which I guess would just be like a dried leaves note, but not like Leaves Bath and Body Works where it mostly smells like apples. This smells like leaves, but like damp leaves. So really, really pretty. I love this. This is very, very good. That is November Rain. And then finally, also, I guess quickly to mention, every single thing was wrapped for the ready to ship single fragrance oils and her pre-order of these souffle cups individually with her bright orange signature tissue paper here, and packaged very well, as always. Some of the single fragrance oil bars, because I had been holding on to them for so long, got a little bit smudgy because I was like taking things in and out, smelling things next to each other. So that's on me. But yeah, everything came packaged beautifully. So I am going to talk about the pre-order now. I did pick up 8, 9, 10, 11. I picked up 11 souffle cups, and some of these are repurchases. So I'm going to go over the repurchases first. I have Babashook. Babashook is patchouli, sugar cookie royale, sweet and creamy, and vanilla bean marshmallow. These are all just single colors all the way down through, so I'm not going to pop them out. Babashook is an amazing patchouli blend. If you are a little bit afraid of patchouli, but you want to tiptoe into it, maybe like kind of like me with the lavender scents, this is the way to go, I think. It is a Like her patchouli on its own, like I said, is kind of like a more toned down patchouli anyway, but with the addition of the bakery notes, you can't go wrong. It's delicious, it's creamy, it's mostly a sweet vanilla bakery scent with a hint of something like deeper, richer, which is that patchouli. So it's beautiful. Don't be afraid of it. It's a favorite. And I also picked up the Exorcist, which is the one I was kind of hunting for. And the Exorcist is patchouli, Palo Santo, and vanilla bean marshmallow. So there is an addition of the Palo Santo in this, whereas, yeah, this one also has vanilla bean marshmallow. So the only differences between these two are the Palo Santo, and this one is, instead of Palo Santo, it's sugar cookie royale and sweet and creamy. But the rest about this is the same. So if you try this one and you really like it and you're like, let me amp it up, let me amp up the patchouli kind of like masculine notes in here, then the Exorcist is like the next step up. Or if you have tried the Exorcist and it's just a little too much for you, then the next step down to a more like toned back bakery scent would be Babushuk. But I love this because also her Palo Santo, like I mentioned in the single fragrance oils, is such a creamy Palo Santo that it just works so well with this. I love the Exorcist. I love Babushuk. I've been fans of those for years now, and they're always clutch. They always just do exactly what you want them to do, and they're great performers, and I love them, especially like fall-time, Halloween. They're great. Another one that is a repurchase. This is Casey Got Gutted. It's Ozark Forest, roasted pine cones, and Palo Santo. So this one is, I guess you can kind of tell I have a type, I guess. But this one is kind of a more, not a bakery. There's no bakery in this to me, but there is still a sweetness from the roasted pine cone oil. But it's like a more like woodsy, masculine, slightly masculine leaning scent. But like, it's so good. I think there is a vanilla sandalwood type base within her roasted pine cone oil, and I feel like I picked that up a lot in this. So yeah, it's really, really good. So Casey Got Gutted, repurchase, delicious. Another one with roasted pine cone in it. This is Toby, and Toby is roasted pine cones, crackling birch, and blue sugar. I'm not typically huge on blue sugar. However, I just wanted to give this one a shot. And I feel like the blue sugar is not super noticeable in this. If anything, I would say it's more the roasted pine cone and crackling birch note. And this one kind of reminds me of Hannah Crana. So Hannah Crana is like a favorite. This is probably, honestly, my personal favorite scent from Brita's Creepy Treasures, even more than the Exorcist and Babushuk, which I love, but Hannah Crana is it for me. And I feel like blue sugar and pink sugar are like the more like feminine, masculine, like perfume, I guess, cologne versions of each other. And so for that reason, I can kind of vibe with it, but I think I definitely do prefer Hannah Crana, but I feel like melting this, I'm probably going to enjoy it more because I can see a similarity with them. But this is nice. It's the thing I don't love about blue sugar is I feel like it can be like overwhelmingly, sickeningly sweet for me. And I also feel like that with pink sugar sometimes it can just be too like sickeningly sweet. And I feel like the other notes kind of help cut that. So I really appreciate it for that version. Britta's a crazy good blender. Like, she just can blend things that you wouldn't think would go together, but they work so well together. So it's a skill. It's a really good skill. Hannah Crana, I'll talk about it since I pulled it up. Love the color of this wax, you guys. It is so pretty. Yeah, I love it. It's so pretty. Oh, so good. So Palo Santo, pink sugar, and roasted pine cones. So the only difference between this and that are this one is blue sugar instead of pink sugar, and it's crackling birch, and this one's Palo Santo. I guess I shouldn't say the only thing, but They both have roasted pine cones and a sugar type scent. So yeah, it's so good. The pink sugar is so blended in here that it honestly, it just adds like a sweetness to it that is like just the perfect kiss of sweetness. I've talked about this blend 100 times. I'm not going to keep yapping about it because I'm obsessed and I could, but Panacrana, if you haven't tried it, literally could not recommend a scent more from Britta. Love it. It's so good. This one is Caleb, and Caleb is hipster. Once again, I talked about hipster earlier. Barnwood, once again, talked about Barnwood, and sweet and creamy. So this one definitely to me reads like a fresh, clean cologne type scent, but there is like this warm sweetness to it. It's very interesting. It's like an earthy, masculine scent. Like I don't know who Caleb is. I really should be more familiar with some of these names. I know they're from different like scary movies and stuff. If anybody knows what Caleb is from, maybe Supernatural, right? Maybe something like that. I don't know what he would smell like or what character that is, but I feel like he would be like a outdoorsy kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a naturalist type of guy, like a guy who likes to work outdoors. He smells kind of fresh, but a little bit like, I don't know, maybe like a little hippie. I don't know. That's what I'm picturing. But anyway, next one is Two Can't Keep a Secret. This is definitely Pretty Little Liars. And it is strawberry pound cake, sugar cookie royale, sweet and creamy, and vanilla bean marshmallow. I think this is like the one that sold out the fastest when she had this on the Pretty Little Liar restock. And for good reason. It smells really good. I love a pink sugar. I love a strawberry pound cake blend. My current melting basket, I did not realize when I was pulling it, it is pretty much predominantly strawberry scents, which is crazy. And I love a strawberry scent. I'll never get sick of a strawberry scent. This is a really, really sweet, creamy vanilla strawberry scent. So delicious. It smells like the best strawberry bakery ever. This one is Spencer. It is library, pink sugar, and marshmallow bomb. Once again, her blending things. Like, I would not think that this would go together, but it totally works together. This smells, it's like a blend of like a masculine, feminine, leathery, sweet. There's like, it's like, gosh, I don't know. It's really good. This one is, I feel like kind of also reminds me of Caleb. What is Hipster Barnwood Sweet and Creamy? Is there sweet and creamy in both of these? Marshmallow Bomb, that's why. They kind of, I mean, they're not, obviously not that similar, but they kind of give me the same vibe where it's like kind of sweet, kind of like masculine. Yeah, they're just so good. I don't know how she thinks of these things, but they work. They work so well together. This one is The Night She Disappeared. It's sugared, amber, and plum, barnwood, and pink sugar. So once again, I like Panacrana so much. I've been trying a little bit more of her pink sugar blends. And this one is really, really, really pretty. It says sugared, amber, and plum, but this reminds me of the plum cashmere scent that's out there. It's that same type of like plum where it's like kind of tart. And then what is the other thing? Barnwood pink sugar. I'm gonna say the barnwood in this compared to like the barnwood and Caleb and some of the other ones that I've tried. It's a little bit less noticeable. This to me is mostly the plum, a hair of the pink sugar, but like mostly that plum, which I'm not mad at. I'm sure this will kind of do something a little different when it melts, but it's a really good plum, and plum is, I've mentioned this before. I think totally underutilized in the vendor wax world. I think plum is such a good scent. So really love that. This one is Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship is pink lemonade, pear, and champagne toast, which is a scent from Bath and Body Works and champagne toast. And this one is so delicious. So definitely very obviously plum, and like a very bright, juicy, fruity plum scent, or not plum, what'd I say? Pear, not plum. A juicy, fruity pear scent. There is a slightly like kind of fizzy quality to this, which maybe is coming from the champagne toast, right? Yeah, this one smells, I used to wear champagne toast a lot, so I definitely do smell the champagne toast in this. But I think the pear in this is making it smell even more fizzy for some reason. Like it's bringing out the bubbly kind of quality to like the champagne toast scent. This is really, really pretty. So that's Ghost Ship. Perfect for like spring or summer. And then finally, this one is Mornings at Crystal Lake, Coffee Addiction, Barnwood, and Fire Roasted Marshmallow. This has a lot of people on the Facebook page are talking about this and like really, really enjoyed this one. So I was like, I'm not going to miss it. So yeah, this one is really good. To me, it's a mostly coffee scent. Like it's a predominantly coffee scented blend to me. I don't get a whole lot of the Barnwood in this. It's not as obvious, I guess. But I feel like once I melt this, it probably will come out a little bit more. I do smell the fire roast and marshmallow though. It's like a sweet, yeah, it's like a sweet roasty coffee scent. It's like a sweet roasty toasty coffee. So really, really pretty. That is Mornings at Crystal Lake. That is it. That is my entire haul. I am so sorry that it is so late. I still hope you guys enjoyed it. And I am going to put everything away and start thinking about what things I want to blend together for single fragrance oils. I'll also try to like leave a little pinned comment somewhere or something if she does still have her single fragrance oils up on her website. If she does, really couldn't suggest trying those out more because I feel like it's such a good way to like make your own blends and just like try out some of her single fragrance oil scents. So anyway, I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch. Please let me know below, because I'm curious, what is your all-time favorite Britta's Creepy Treasures blend? If you have tried Britta's wax, if you have not tried her wax, what are you most excited to try from her? Very curious. Let me know in a comment below. I hope you're all doing well. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.